what makes your new body tick. Okay, ladies, X. Let's get X-rated. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really trying to keep this a PG show, but the letter X always perplexed me. So if you have any ideas, let me know. So one of the complaints I was just reading there is not being able to have an orgasm during intercourse. Well, I'm going to say, ladies, that happens to a lot of us. Even when our partner knows what to do and has been doing it for years, just things change and shift. So this brings me to this topic. Sometimes we have to take things into our own hands, if you know what I mean. And trust me, I hate the M word, masturbation. I hate it. So let's just call it self-gratification. How many of you have tried that recently? I think so much about sex and in menopause is not only understanding the changes in our body, but understanding how to work with those changes in our body. And I think the way things that have been done for the last 15, 20, I don't know how long you've been married, but it feels different, it looks different, and you and or your partner need to do things different for you to have pleasure during sex. Now, I realize for some of you, there are some physical conditions, like a big complaint is vaginal dryness. And people were looking for organic options. One of the organic options that I read about was a coconut and water-based lubricant. So that's something to try. You know, it's not always these over-the-counter fancy, labels for vaginal dryness is the thing to use. Sometimes, you could just use some good old-fashioned, coconut oil, from your pantry. Make sure you don't have an allergy to coconut. But I was reading that was a great organic alternative. And, coconut oil is actually good for you. But I think that, ladies, we need to get back to touching ourselves and having self-gratification so that we're more effectively able to share with our partners what feels good and, more importantly, what doesn't feel good. And if we don't even know that for ourselves because we're embarrassed or we maybe haven't done that in a long time, you know what? Give it a try. Right now is about really getting a better understanding of what makes your new body tick, this new perimenopause and menopausal body tick. And I am going to recommend that. I think it's a great way to understand how you like to be touched, what actually stimulates you, and maybe even get over that shyness or embarrassment of having that intimate time with your spouse. So that is my letter X suggestion, talking about sex during menopause. So ladies, I hope you're enjoying this series on Let's Talk About Sex and Menopause, and I promise you I'm going to dig deeper and get even more personal. Trust me, it's not an easy topic for me to talk about either. And I can't pretend to know it all, but I can tell you I'm going through many of these symptoms, if not all of them, just like you. So I'm hoping I am providing some great value and some relief that you're just not alone and that this frustration is real. You're not crazy. What you're feeling and going through is happening to hundreds, if not thousands, I would say probably hundreds of thousands of women across the world, and I'm one of them. So I am going to come back next week with another Let's Talk About Sex, trying to get even more personal and down and dirty for you, just because I think it's so important that we keep it real. I've had some of the craziest stuff happen going through menopause, and I know how frustrating it can be. So we love hearing your feedback. If you're loving this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and show some love to Vagina. And here's to keeping your Vagina back under the sheets. Till next time, bye.